Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at Mad World Tarot. It is April already, hard to believe. March was truly a mad month, which is why I took some time off over the Easter weekend. I just needed a break from all of this stuff, and mercifully it finally went quiet over the Easter weekend. We were all expecting a few weeks ago that Easter was going to be a crazy time, but the crazy time happened before. And even the parcels have been strangely silent, which we're going to be looking at today. But first of all, I hope that you all had a wonderful Easter weekend, happy and peaceful Easter weekend. It was lovely to see the royals out and about yesterday, especially the king, looking pretty good for someone who's going through cancer treatment. And so that's that. I have the after tarot on the tarot table for this one, because there's a little bit of a Twitter rumor doing the rounds referencing that old Leonard Skinner song Freebird, and quoting the lyrics of that song: "If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? For I must be traveling on now, because there's too many places I've got to see." And people are asking, what's that about? And the answer is coming back. Remember the lyrics. It's the key to understanding what's about to unfold. This is from, I think it's Royal Commentator on Twitter, not sure. Don't know how credible their information is, but it's an interesting little tidbit. And it seems to indicate that the has-been might be about to fly the chicken coop, find his wings and flutter off. So we're going to have a look. We have looked at the relationship recently, and it looked like it was pretty much over. So after tarot, I have shown you, I think, but if I haven't, there you go. After tarot, we're going to do a relationship spread. We're going to see what's going on. Is Harry on his way out? And possibly things have got a bit real for him. Pushed down the royal website, no way back. The cancer diagnosis, I could see he was very upset about that for Catherine. Obviously upset enough at his father's diagnosis to jump on a plane. Can't jump on a plane and go and see Catherine because she doesn't want to see him. Maybe it's beginning to hit home what has actually happened and where he actually is in his life, and possibly who is to blame. So we're going to have a look at Harry and Meghan relationship spread with the after tarot, see what's going on in light of this little Twitter rumor that the free bird might be about to fly out of the chicken coop. So let's remind you that it's tarot for fun and entertainment. It's all speculation. It's just my opinion. One more shuffle. I just read energy, and there is of course a disclaimer in the box below. So relationship spread, Harry and Meghan, past, present, future energy, and let's see what's going on. There's also a rumor that he might be having some very interesting surfing lessons. That room has been around for a while. With a blonde instructress over in California. So, let's see what is going on. Past, present, future. Relationship spread. Underlying energy is the Nine of Wands, which is always on the brink kind of energy. It's there they are, the two of them in the after tarot, two figures. One's got a bandage around their head which shows some kind of head injury. Can be mental disorder of some description. It can be a wrong thinking even. I sound a bit 1984-ish with that, but I don't mean it that way. I just mean inability to see things correctly or as they truly are, or objectively. There they are, defiantly standing their ground, still in battle though, because they have those wands all around them, bruised, battered, tired, but defiant. And here they still are, making their last stand with that Nine of Wands. So that's interesting. It's interesting energy that should come through. Let us look at the past energy, Harry, and we'll put them out together, and Meghan. Ooh, okay, past, and I mean recent past. I don't mean 6 years ago. Harry has got the Six of Swords for him in reverse. That's the overseas card. And when it's in reverse, either stuck in misery, and I think that does apply, or wanting to go home. That's what's really coming through with that Six of Swords in reverse. He wants to go home. And they're still trying to manifest this. I've just seen headlines, Princess Royal suffering burnout, Harry and Meghan needed urgently to save the day. I mean, really. But that kind of narrative is still being pushed despite all the no's and the hell no's even that are coming from the royal family, from very high up in the royal family, from Prince William and even maybe the King. So Six of Swords in reverse for me. He wants to go home. He is stuck in a very unhappy situation over in California, according to Neil Sean. Bored, kicking around, doesn't know what to do apart from going on skiing holidays with Kardashian adjacents and maybe taking those surfing lessons. So herself has got the Page of Cups in reverse. The Page of Cups upright is a declaration of love, is an offering, is a love me do kind of an energy. It's in reverse, so fallen out of love, the love offering being rejected. If there is some kind of communication between them, it's very toxic. Upright, it would be love talk, it would be apologies, it would be cuddling, it would be trying to consolidate their bond, to their intimate bonds. I don't want to get too horrifying. I don't mean it like that anyway, but just getting close to each other. And in the reverse, it's distance and separation and coldness and rejection and falling out and all that ugly stuff that happens when a relationship is in its terminal phase. So that's the recent past, doesn't bode well. We're really interested in if has been is the one on the way out. So we're going to look at current energy, and has been is up at the top here. Oh, there's Freebird. Eight of Swords in reverse, and feeling very on the defensive. Eight of Swords in the reverse is somebody literally freeing themselves. Wow. And I'm getting a kind of anxiety as I look at this card, because I think for him, because I'm just reading energy, as I always say, I think for him this is terrifying. This break for freedom, if he's truly making it, then this is absolutely terrifying. It's really, and it's interesting to me because this card came out at the end of a reading I did. I think it was on Saturday. And I didn't read it this way, but it did cross my mind at the time that it might mean that the bonds between the couple are being cut and that they might liberate themselves from each other. But it wasn't really appropriate in the context of the reading, but I'm being brought to think about that, or I'm nudged to think about that. Harry's energy there is somebody coming in and liberating him, or an idea coming in and liberating him, because it's about vision, the Eight of Swords. It's about seeing things differently, in the sense that you can see a way out of a situation that you thought was a trap, that you thought finished you off and there was no way out of it. Suddenly, oh, I can talk to so-and-so, I can do this, or I can go there, or oh, I've remembered I've got money in that savings account or something. Yeah, I can find a way out. Eight of Swords in reverse. But it's anxiety inducing for him, because it means that he's leaving conditioning. He's conditioned to stay. He's conditioned to wander around behind her like a child and be told what to do, and stand here and do this, and don't pick your nose, and don't fidget, and don't scowl, all those kinds of things. And finally liberated, but liberated, he's very much on the back foot with that Seven of Wands, because he knows that it's not going to be easy for him to get back in the good graces of the royal family. Daddy, of course, an exception. Pa, darling boy. But the rest of them, good luck with that. So he knows he's got his work cut out with that Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. Why do I keep saying the wrong thing? Never mind. Meghan, what's going on with her? Very, very quiet this weekend. Hierophant in reverse is a divorce card. And then the Magician, trying to spin it. Hierophant is commitment, marriage, vows, in the eyes of God and the people gathered. The Hierophant. Also the royal family, cut out of the royal family. If she's cut out, if there's a separation, however much it might be behind the scenes for now, that's the demotion. That's go and look at sussex.com. Don't look here in the royal family website. She doesn't belong here anymore. She's out. He's not, because he's a blood relative, but blood relation. But it's going to be work for him to get back in. And good luck, Harry. But she's out. Majorly out. Third marriage, some speculate, over. Hierophant in reverse and out of the royal family. And what a flop. My goodness, at least Wallace managed to hang on grimly. Meghan, mess. Hasn't managed to launch her new lifestyle brand. Absolute chaos, absolute abomination, absolute debacle. And it's been mocked roundly. So many articles being written, ripping it to shreds, tearing it to shreds. There it is. What a mess. But she's going to spin it with the Magician. She's going to spin it for all she's worth. And we're going to hear things. If this is true, and this is massive speculation, of course. If any of this is remotely true, we're going to hear things, probably quite ugly things, about the has-been, I would say. Also about the royal family. It's another reason why the Hierophant is in reverse. We could hear things about what a terrible marriage it was, what a terrible husband he was. She might have stocked up on the evidence of drugs, alcohol, temper, absence, whatever else. She might have things to say about the royal family and how they undermined the marriage and didn't support it because, of course, terrible racists. And all of that might be going into a book, and we're going to look at the book next, tangentially. But we are going to look at it. That's, if I were him, I would be worried, and that's why we have the Seven of Wands there as well. So what's between them right now? This happy couple. The Death card in reverse, and the King of Swords. The Death card is change and transformation and endings. Because it's in reverse, I think it's hidden. That's how I'm reading that reversal. Because it's sitting next to the King of Swords, which is clarity and action and decisiveness and lawyers. I think the lawyers are there. I think they're involved. They could be the King's lawyers because of the Death card, Scorpio, because of that rescue energy with that Eight of Swords, which I saw also on Saturday in the reading. Can't remember what it was. Did so many readings in March. My head just eventually said, we need to stop and rest. And I do have a life and people in my life that need notice and attention. But the King of Swords is lawyers and is also the King in his kingly role as monarch and head of state and all of that. And there it is. That to me is underway, but behind closed doors for now. Possibly settlements being thrashed out, press releases, things like that. And we might have to wait a long time to hear about it, but let's see what's coming. For me as a reader, it's absolutely clear in the energy in these cards that this relationship is done, but they might still put a happy face on it for a while, even for quite a long time. So let's see, where are we heading? Harry, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, doesn't bode well for him, and she is the Empress. His little attempt at escaping might falter with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. A setback, an unexpected setback, and the Empress. It's if I didn't know better, I would say that could be a pregnancy stunt. An announcement, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, and then, oh, I've had a miscarriage. That kind of thing. Because the Empress is all about children, motherhood, pregnancy, abundance and things like that. It's also more now, given her age and given the fact that I don't think anybody really would fall for it at this point, not even possibly old Dumbo himself, who might not be that well acquainted with the birds and the bees and the storks and even the flamingos at this point. But the Empress is lifestyle brand, is Gwyneth Paltrow, Martha Stewart, and that other lady, I can never remember her name because she's not very much known to me. As the whole lifestyle thing, but there it is. The brand needs to work, and so he might have a bit of a setback with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, a surprise reversal of fortune. He might be reeled back in because they might have some kind of agreement in place, or an agreement might be being thrashed out here. You can't go until this is a success, until I am launched on my own as whatever American Riviera orchard, until I've got those Chinese investors, Temu or whatever. And so it's not going to go well. Whatever happens to him, even if he does manage to free himself, it's going to be extremely unpleasant with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's not going to go the way he thinks it's going to go. And she still has things that she expects, things that she's trying to manifest, and things that she wants. And she wants her money, she wants her status, she wants her brand sorted out before she'll let go of the Ginger Whinger. So there it is. It doesn't look good for the has-been. It looks like the marriage is an absolute mess, but I think she's still got some cards up her sleeve, this one's wife. So let's see. One of the speculated cards has been proposed by H.G. Tudor. So I'm going to look at that one next.